A pleasant good afternoon to all, honorable judges, respected teachers, and fellow competitors. Before you is confident, kind, and phenomenal Janella Albert, the first speaker. Please allow me to introduce to you my fellow colleagues. Speaking second will be Ashley Lloyd and Karen Hines, the third speaker. We are here to oppose the motion that states professionalism only characterizes teachers' work life. Professionalism should not only characterize teachers' work life, since professionalism governs all aspects of a teacher's life. Professionalism is the conduct, behavior, and attitude that demonstrate a high standard of competence, ethics, and respect within a particular profession. Consequently, I stand firmly against professionalism only characterize teachers' work life. Teachers are expected to exhibit a number of qualities, including timeliness, adherence to the dress code, and upholding a respectful demeanor. It is important to understand that professionalism may not fully capture all of the intricacies and difficulties that teachers encounter in their personal lives, such as freedom to live a fulfilling personal life, stress and burnout, and a strain on work-life balance. The purpose of this discussion is to examine the drawbacks of focusing entirely on professionalism and any possible effects it may have on teachers' overall growth and classroom. Firstly, numerous times we would hear teachers say, like everyone else, teachers are real people with real lives. A teacher's right to personal autonomy and privacy is violated by the idea that professionalism only relates to their working lives. Teachers have the freedom to live fulfilling lives without worrying about criticism or inspection based on their idea or professionalism. The activities that teachers engage in their personal lives are separate from their professional lives. For instance, teachers may be capable of working as both a bus driver and a teacher. After a teacher's job is finished at 3:15 p.m., that teacher's time is hers or his, and anything they do during that time should not reflect poorly on them. As long as teachers commit to their professions, at the end of the day, the teaching profession allows us to explore and be who we want to be. Secondly, study by Hakim, Bakar, and Shafili, 2006, found that stress of maintaining professionalism can cause burnout in teachers and have a bad effect on their general well-being. When professionalism is viewed as an absolute requirement, teachers may feel pressure to put work before their health, family, and other demands, which negatively affects their ability to balance work and life. The stress of maintaining professionalism can cause burnout in teachers and have a bad effect on their general well-being. When professionalism is viewed as an absolute requirement, teachers may feel pressure to put work before their health, family, and other demands, which negatively affects their ability to balance work and life. In this situation, if teachers know that they have to act or do something because of their line of work, they will still do it even if it interferes with their personal life, because it is our job and our life depends on it. For example, teachers spend hours planning lessons, making teaching aids on their weekends and holidays, leaving limited time for leisure time and family. I strongly argue that teachers should not have to choose between work and family. We as teachers know it's our line of work and it is equally as important. Well, so we do not mind if it interferes with our personal life, because our life and family depends on it. This is highly unreasonable to teachers. Additionally, overemphasizing professionalism will cause teachers to put the needs of their learners above their own. For long-term motivation and efficient teaching, a healthy work-life balance is crucial. Yet overly strict professionalism may result in a neglecting personal time. For instance, teachers always having to upkeep their professional life will hinder their personal life, and this should not. I repeat, this should not be so. Because if a teacher is married and have a husband, if he would like to take her to dinner or on a vacation and they visit the beach where swimsuits will be worn, or he bought her a fancy dress for dinner and she does not want to wear it, because first she thinks about her profession and professionalism being a part of her life. This is simply putting her profession before her personal life, which will cause issues in the marriage and put a strain on the relationship, which may even result in divorce and separation. This is not a healthy path to follow, because going through a divorce and having to focus on your job at the same time, especially being in the teaching profession, where at all times teachers have to be thinking and thinking creatively, this will bring about stress and will affect teachers' performance in the classroom. Thank you, and I now hand you over to the second speaker, Ashley Lloyd.
Good afternoon, judges, my colleagues, and opposition team. I'm Miss Ashley Lloyd, stand to continue where my colleague left off, as I strongly oppose professionalism only characterizes teachers' work life. Now, teachers can be termed as a book from the many pages it contains with different aspects of life. Now, apart from teaching 6 hours per day, 5 days per week, a teacher is also a human being having a social life. He or she needs that recreation or balance in their lives, for there is an old saying, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So compared to a teacher who works tirelessly teaching and maintaining a balance in children's life. Now it is proven by medical science a teacher who is well balanced and has a joyful life teaches with the best of her or his ability, and so will always get excellent performance from a child. Now teachers need that rest mentally on the weekends or during the Easter or August holidays, to have a vacation or outing and having quality time spent with their family or friends. Even so, after a day's teaching session, a teacher can have a peaceful quality time spent at his or her choice of venue. Now, oftentimes teachers are being bombarded or criticized for having a social life apart from their teaching profession. Most times teachers are being viewed differently if seen at a beach dressed in a bathing suit or perhaps a two-piece. Why are these remarks being placed on a teacher? He or she is a normal human being, apart from being a teacher and dressing to a bathing suit. Dressing to the suit, the occasion is normal. A lot of stones are usually being thrown at teachers if seen at an event having drinks. This should not be tolerated. A teacher's life is just as any other human being. It consists of all types of good and bad habits, and of such, many drama and situations tend to occur. A social life means all these practices seems nothing less than a normal person's life. The right to live, the right to wear, to choose friends, to socialize, to speak, and to have a balance in life are all parts of being a human being. Now, it is very annoying and intolerable for teachers to face all these aspects of unnecessary criticism. It is a profession just like any other job, and as such, teachers should be treated as any other person should be. That's why I am taking a stand against this motion that says professionalism only characterizes teachers work life. I strongly believe that teachers should live their lives as any other human being rather than having professionalism characterizes them. Thank you so much. I will now hand you over to the third speaker, Miss Karen Hines.
Esteemed judges, beloved teammates, members of the proposing team, fellow colleagues, a pleasant good morning to you all. Standing before you here is third speaker, Miss Karen Hines. I would like to strongly agree with my fellow teammates and expand on what they would have said. Professionalism does not only characterizes a teacher's work life. According to a senior lecturer at the Yogyakarta State University in Indonesia, teacher professionalism is a socially constructed term that is permanently being defined and redefined through educational theory, policy, and practice. In the early 20th century, professionals were defined by the sense of morals and societal responsibility and by specialized knowledge. Teachers are individuals. Professionalism should not affect every facet of our life. Since our personal life is what we do outside of school, we interact with family members, friends, members of the public, and community where we relax and entertain ourselves on trips, dates, special occasions. As teachers, we must not have to be professional around our family and friends at events. Teachers should have enjoyment as well and should be able to explore and live their lives to the full after 3 p.m. What it means to be professional. To show professionalism or to pursue professionalization is not universally agreed or understood. What counts as professional knowledge or professional action in teaching is open to many interpretations. Ideologies of professionalism can be made to serve interests of the state for control and containment for teachers to improve their terms and conditions of service, for their employment of social status and occupational autonomy. I firmly believe as teachers we should not just see ourselves as professionals but as individuals who has a real life too. As molders of the nation, teachers impact numerous lives of little humans positively in one way or another. Children do not only learn the curriculum from us as teachers, as we also teach the hidden curriculum. And of course, children learn from us in and out of the classroom things like behaviors, attitudes, norms, values, and beliefs. This will help to make them well rounded individuals, fit to live and occupy society. We cannot, and I repeat, we cannot say that professionalism only characterizes teachers' work life. Sometimes teachers are the only role models that the children interact with because they come from dysfunctional homes. We should not appear to our young people as stuck up that cannot have clean fun. We only live once. Outside the classroom, there are other children, some we do not teach in the community, that observe us teachers and or pay attention to the way we deal with members of the public, disagreements, misunderstandings, our own family, and other issues. A teacher affects eternity. He or she can never tell where their influence stops. In conclusion, it's the teacher that makes the difference everywhere they go and not the classroom. This, however, does not mean that we cannot live life as any other decent citizen does. Once we do nothing to bring shame and embarrassment to our noble and prestigious profession. Thank you.
Are teachers slaves to the profession? Are they not entitled to their liberty and freedom like every other individual that is working. Every human being has the right to be who they want to be, and as such, teachers are humans and should have these rights too. Are teachers not open to have their own personal life outside of work? Teachers' personal rights being taken away from them by the teaching profession is totally unacceptable. Teachers not being able to socialize and have fun outside of school will only stifle their growth and ability to explore the world. Why must the teacher be professional around his or her family and friends? Acting professional around our family and friends will only cause us to lose our relationship and friendship with family and friends because we are unable to imbibe and socialize with them and go on trips that do not require us acting professional. Why is it that we are not able to choose what we want to wear? Yes, teachers must dress appropriately, but can teachers be classy and modest with a bit of sexy in their life when outside of work? Teachers living up to the code of conduct when on their job should be a society's concern. No profession should interfere with one's personal life as long as the teacher is in keeping with the code of conduct. Because, like I said earlier in my argument, a female teacher will have her husband who will want to treat her with a dinner or a vacation that requires her to dress sexy or to have a sip of wine. No matter how great someone is at their job, we all need that breathing space, and we all need time to get ourselves ready for work again. Society must not choose how a teacher must dress outside of school, nor judge teachers for being humans outside of school. Teachers are oftentimes expected to be robots that just work, and still be expected to work outside of school as well. Just imagine yourself working all the time and being professional 24/7 without having a little fun in your life and the opportunity to explore and try out new outfits and drinks. What would life be like for you? Most teachers are married and have families and should not have to be stuck up around them. These social activities that teachers are engaged in are done by teachers in their personal time, that's after 3 p.m., or who are not in the line of duty. Yes, there will be children around from the school or the neighborhood at a party, wedding, the beach, or any other occasion. But teachers are still people, and like everyone else, they have different personalities, habits, and preferences. And as such, they deserve a little fun and a chance to be themselves. Strict regulation imposed on these activities could unintentionally propagate unfavorable stereotypes. For instance, enjoying a glass of wine with dinner is a typical social activity that isn't always indicative or irresponsible behavior. Demonizing it could result in unwarranted stigma remaining. I vehemently disagree with this position and argue that instructors should be allowed to unwind from the demands of their jobs and classes. Like all people, teachers have a variety of personalities, routines, and preferences. It may strangle their genuineness and create an atmosphere where they are unable to express themselves spontaneously to expect them to completely ignore their unique inclinations. Even though it's crucial for teachers to remain professional, separating their personal life entirely from their teaching responsibility could result in a cold and disjointed class environment. Teachers can still be reliable, relatable, and preserve proper limits even though they are role models. While it is true that many professional educators strive to maintain ethical standards and confidentiality, it would be incorrect to claim that statistics universally show they never engage in gossip or inappropriate sharing of confidential information. Instances of misconduct can occur within any profession. including education. The availability of statistics may be limited due to underreporting or the sensitive nature of the issue, making it difficult to make a blanket statement that all educators are immune to such behavior. It's essential to acknowledge that while the majority may uphold their professional integrity, exceptions may exist. Teachers, just like everyone else, are humans and are bound to make mistakes. As they will often say, my mouth slipped. I affirm my stand against professionalism once only characterized teachers' work life. I rest my case. Thank you.